Introduction. Consumer behavior is the study of the people, which is individual, groups, or organization, how they purchase and use the goods and service to satisfy their needs and desires. There are three categories of factors will influence consumer behavior, which are personal factors, psychological factors, and social factors. Consumer will caused by the personal factors, that is emotion and preference. Not only that, it also will be caused by the age and culture. This will also cause them to be different from their previous interests and opinions. The next factor is psychological factors. It may influence the individual reactions to the marketing message. It is because depends on their attitudes and perceptions. Social factors also are a factor will influence consumer. This is because they will influence by the family, friends, social media, and income when they buy a good. It is because they will get the suggestion from the people around them. Purchasing is the behavior of a company or individual who purchase goods and service. Now, a company's purchase of a good is viewed more as a strategy function that can be used to control bottom line costs. This is because it may reduce the company budgets while increasing its supply quantity. Aside from that, before purchasing a product or service, consumers will consider whether they need to use it. Not only that, the consumer purchase of the good will also depend on the consumer's income. They will see if they can afford to buy it or not. The purchasing behavior of consumer is determined by whether they will satisfy their wants and desires. Besides that, there is also the availability of substitute in the market. Substitute goods are when the price of one product increases, causing the demand for the other to go up. Not only that, there are also a lot of factors that will cause the price elasticity of demand, such as the type or nature of a product, the brand of the product, the price and time. It is because consumer will compare the goods or product before making a purchase. Next objective. This survey was conducted to achieve three main objectives related to consumer behavior, which the three main objectives are to study consumer behavior towards purchasing goods. Second, the objective is to study the factors that influence the purchasing behavior. Last but not least, the objective is to study the relationship between the substitute goods. Part A, Respondent Background. A total of 15 respondents complete the question A distributed by us in this survey. An analysis of gender, ethnicity, state, and age of the respondents, that is the people who is around us, was processed and present in the form on diagrams. In terms of gender, the result of the survey shows that 15 respondents were randomly selected and consisted of males and females. From 15 respondents, it shows that female respondents are more than male respondents, which female respondents is 12 people compared to male, which only 3 people. They are accounting for 80% of the 15 people for female respondents, and 20% is the percentage of male respondents. Next, it can be seen from graph 2 that most respondents are Chinese, with 9 people in total. That is accounting for 60% of the 15 people. The remaining 6 people are Malay. That is 40% of the 15 people. According to graph 3, there are 4 respondents come from Malacca. That is 26.67% of the 15 respondents. The respondents come from Johor have 5 people. The percentage is 33.33%. Not only that, they also have the same number of respondents come from Perak and Kelantan, which is 3 people each. The percentage is 20% of the 15 respondents. Based on the survey, age of the respondents, majority is between 18 to 21 years old. That is because young people like to eat fast food or shopping. So our survey respondents focus on young people. There are 14 respondents between 18 to 21 years old, and there is 1 respondent is between 22 to 24 years old. The percentage of 18 to 21 years old is 93.33%, while the percentage of the 22 to 24 years old respondent is 6.67%.
My name is Aisyah Binti Razab, metric number 380035. Figure 1 shows the data consumer behavior 1 from survey form. The graph shows the relationship between the consumer behavior and the amount of people. Based on the graph, 14 respondents, which are 94%, agree, and 1 respondent, which are 6%, disagree with the statement, I prefer to purchase goods or product depending on their brands. There are 6 people who are moderate and 8 people who are agree with the statement, while another 1 respondent disagree. None of the respondents strongly disagree and strongly agree. This is probably because they found that the branded goods are higher. For the statement, even the price is high, I am glad if I can buy branded goods. 14 respondents, which are 94%, agree, and 1 respondent, which is 6%, disagree with the statement. There are 6 people who are moderate, 6 people who are agree, and 2 people who are strongly disagree, while another 1 person strongly disagree with the statement. None of the respondents vote disagree. This statement shows that it is a luxury good because the customer demand increase although the price of good is high. For the statement, if my income rises, I will increase my purchase of goods. Assumption of ceteris paribus. There are 15 respondents, which are 100%, agree with the statement. There are 7 people who are moderate, 7 people agree, and 1 people strongly agree. None of the respondents disagree and strongly disagree. This is normal goods because the respondent will increase their purchase of goods as their income increase. Okay, next I will pass to the next presenter, Hanisah.
Thank you, Aisyah. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Siti NurHanisah binti Mohamed Ayob. My matrix number is 285179. Now, I'm going to present to you next statement from part B. According to figure, in statement if the price of good is low, I will increase my purchase. A total of 6 respondents, 40% are agree and 2 respondents, which is 13.33%, are disagreed with this statement. Other 5 respondents, which is 33.33%, are choose for moderate, and other opinion, which is strongly agree and strongly disagree, is voted by 1 respondent for each opinion. So, I'm sure the reason most of the respondents that agree with this statement is because when price of good is decreased, then the quantities of customers purchase will increase too, due to income factors by assumption of ceteris paribus. Next, statement I prefer buy goods online rather than in person. Most of respondents, which is a total of 9 respondents, 60% is choose moderate as their opinion. Also, this statement agree by 4 respondents, which is 26.67%, and disagree by 2 respondents, 13.33%. None of respondents voted strongly agree and strongly disagree with this statement. Most respondents are moderate to buy goods online rather than in person. Maybe it is a time consuming and they more comfortable to inspect items face to face. Lastly, statement purchasing goods online is more convenient and cost effectively. There are 10 respondents, which is 66.67%, agree with the statement. Other 3 respondents vote for moderate. 1 respondent, 6.6%, are vote disagree and strongly disagree. None of the respondents are vote for strongly disagree. Most respondents agree, probably because online goods are available at any time. And as we know, online goods are borderless. So, because of many overseas merchants offer lower prices than the local ones, they are agree that purchasing goods online is more convenient and cost effectively. That's all from me. Thank you everyone.
Good morning, madam and my friends. My name is Wei Jian. My matric number is 286519. I am from Group 9 and I want to present Part C Consumer Behavior 2. The graph shows the relationship between the consumer behaviors for Good A and Good B and the amount of people. Good A refer to ayam goreng MCD while Good B refer to ayam goreng KSC. Based on the graph, 15 respondents agree with statement if the price of good A falls by 50%, I will purchase it. There are 2 people moderate, 8 people agree and 5 people strongly agree with this statement. The type of good for good A is normal good. So, when the price of good A falls, the customer will purchase it by assumption of ceteris paribus. For the statement, even if the price of good A is high, I will still purchase good A. 12 respondents agree and 3 respondents disagree with this statement. The respondents that agree this statement, which are 9 people moderate, 2 people agree and 1 people strongly agree, while another 2 respondents disagree with this statement. The good A is inelastic good. Inelastic means that when the price of good increase, the consumer will still buy the good because the good is basic necessities. So when the price of good A is high, the customer will still purchase good A. Next, by the statement if the price of good B rises by 50%, I will purchase good A. There are 13 respondents agree and another 2 respondents disagree with this statement. The respondent that agree this statement, which are 3 people moderate, 6 people agree, and 4 people strongly agree, while the respondent that disagree this statement, which is 1 people, and strongly disagree is 1 people. Good A and Good B are the substitute goods. Substitute goods are similar products that a customer may use for the same purpose. Therefore, when the price of Good B rises, the customer will purchase Good A because the price of Good A is cheaper than the price of Good B. Thank you.
Good morning to the madam and all my friends. My name is Kok Hou, metric number 286743. Now I will continue the presentation part C, Consumer Behavior 2. According to the data from survey, 15 respondents 100% agree that if my income increases by 50%, I will purchase Good A. All 15 respondents agree with this statement, which are moderate 5 people, agree 6 people, and strongly agree 4 people. This is because respondents consider that Good A is normal good compared to the Good B that is inferior good. Customer will buy the normal good, which when income increase because normal good has better quality, and customer will reduce the purchasing inferior good by assumption of studies variables. Next, by the statement, if my income increases by 50%, I will purchase both Good A and B. 11 respondents, 73.33% agree with it, which are moderate 5 people, agree 1 people, and strongly agree 5 people. They also have 4 people, 26.67% disagree. The people will purchase Good A and Good B in the same time, although the both goods are substitute goods when their income increases. This is because maybe the people have different preference and like the taste for both goods. In conclusion, this survey was achieved all the objectives that we studied. This survey worked successfully because the respondents gave us high cooperation. This survey is related to study consumer behavior towards purchasing goods, to study the factors that influence the purchasing behavior and the relationship between the substitute goods. There are many factors that will influence consumers to purchase a good. Based on the survey, most of the respondents agree with all the questions in Part B, Consumer Behavior 1, and also most of the respondents agree all the questions in Part C, Consumer Behavior 2. In Part C, Consumer Behavior 2 is relate Good A and Good B. They was compared by Good A, McD, and Good B, KFC. That's all. Thank you.